Well, yeehaw! Welcome back to another Saturday Stockman Stampede. Wait a minute. That's not a Stockman. There's only two blades. This is the Rosecraft Briarpatch Jack. Fooled ya. It is the closest thing Rosecraft has to a Stockman. This is a cigar shape. Rounded bolsters, single thread to either bolsters. Bolster and liners are all one piece. Stainless steel back springs. Very nice. No gaps in this one. Clip point and lamb's foot, both perfectly centered. Only the small issue I had here with this one was, I can't even see where it was. It was a gap in between the bone and the liner, which you can't see unless you get light behind it. Maybe it closed itself up. I have no idea. There it is. See the little flicker? Man, Rosecraft is slipping. Just kidding. Let's take a close look at this smoky gray bone. They really do bone fantastic. Of course, pins are all perfectly flush. Shield is nice and flush. Been getting a higher polish to their bolsters than their old ones. They're not a brushed finish. I mean, you saw this all in my unboxing, but we're doing a close-up look at the Briarpatch RCT012. I'm going to do a measurement on this. We got 4 inches exactly in the closed position. Comes with a beautiful clip point blade. These are D2 steel blades. Really nice clip point. Looks like 3 1/16 inch long blade, and a cutting length of about 2 7/8. So it could be UK legal. I mean, it's literally a 1/16 more than 3 inches. I think you could get away with it. I know Slip Joint Sawyer does. Oh, I still got schmagma from where I took the China sticker off. I'll have to clean that off. You can see Andy's maker's mark, D2 steel, Rosecraft stamped. And for the lamb's foot. Why? Because it tapers more to the tip as opposed to the back. This is 3 inches with 2 3/4 inch cutting length, which makes me want to remeasure that clip point. Maybe I wasn't getting all the way to the back of the bolster. No, that's 3 1/16. Really nice swedging to the blade. Not everybody likes swedging. I do. It gives this knife character. Let's look at the blade grind here. Nice and even. These always come very sharp. Of course, they have the crossbars there inside to prevent any blade wrap, which is really nice. I do get blade wrap on some of my other knives, not my Rosecraft. I do enjoy sitting there opening and closing them. Look at the swedging on this sheep's foot. Very cool. Let's get this stuff out of the way. I don't have any focusing issues. Very cool. Very usable blade. I like that it's not a spay blade. It's interesting that they have this Briarpatch, because I saw what is to come from Rosecraft, and they are going to do a muskrat and a moose. So very interesting. If you go watch the Slippy Thrifty show with Andy Armstrong on it, you'll see pictures of what is to come. Some beautiful knives to come from Rosecraft. Glad they brought this bone back. They have different colors, like you saw the mossy green on my Nola Chucky Jack. Smoky gray has been around. I have it in my Zambezi and my Clinch River. They're going to have a really nice light blue teardrop, and they're going to be doing a lot of wood covers, and they're also going to bring the gun stock back in stag bone. Oh, don't drop it, Baxter. I want to do that. Very cool knife. I haven't actually carried this one to work. I have carried it to work once. Didn't use it much. Now it is thicker than your average Rosecraft, because most Rosecrafts are single bladed and thinner. A little bit of a chunk in your pocket, kind of like a Stockman. But compared to, I don't know, like the Rough Rider Black Appaloosa cigar, this is definitely less of a chunk. Or what I mean is the Senator, which is also a cigar shape. And that one has a spear point blade. I'm a clip point blade fan myself. I do like that Senator and the spear point. I think it's very cool. I like the choices that they chose for this knife. Now, I think I would have preferred like a ram's foot, but you see how much it sticks up right there? A ram's foot would have probably stuck up even more. So let's kind of see how this feels in the hand. You can feel that blade, and the swedging digs into you a little bit, but I kind of get that into the, the crease behind my knuckles, so it actually feels really good. But yeah, that's probably why they went with a sheep's foot. And I feel the clip point blade even less. But everybody's hand shape is different. Now these are fingerprint magnets. You do gotta wipe them. The D2 really shows. But a good choice of steel. Edge retention on these is very good. Hard use for about a month without any issues before you have to strop it. And just it depends on what climate you're in. Maybe keep a little oil on it, wouldn't hurt. I live near the ocean, not right on the coast, but we have inland waterways in the Northwest here, and I have not had any issues with my D2, and I don't oil them. But if I take them out, sharpen them after I wipe off the blade, I think I'm going to start putting a little oil on there, just in case. But I pull these out and play with them and use them a lot, so I keep an eye on them. But if you're going to store them for a while, definitely oil them up. Well, thank you for watching Not a Saturday Stockman Stampede. Thank you, Andy Armstrong, for coming out with a really nice multi-bladed Rosecraft. I do understand there's a lot of fans of single-bladed knives out there, and I do like them, but I kind of like two blades. Jackknives, Barlows with two blades, trappers, and I do like Stockmans. So this was a very nice addition to the collection. I'm very glad I got one. I'm curious if they will release it in a different color bone. Maybe they'll come out with a bourbon bone, which would really tick me off. Because I love the bourbon orange bone, and I'd have to get another one, and then I'd have two. No big deal. One would be a user, one would sit in the safe. I wonder how much these are going to be worth someday, being made in China. The fit and finish is really nice. I don't think the prices are going to go too through the roof. But I believe this is about $67, which is the higher end for Rosecraft, but definitely worth it if you don't mind more of a modern construction method for your traditional knife. But, you know, compared to some of the stuff I get from Case Knives for about the same price, this makes me really happy, for sure. Now, when Case hits a home run, they hit a home run, and it's totally worth it. And Case kind of feels like it has a little bit more soul than this knife. This is a very nice knife, fit and finish, good materials, quality construction, but it does lack a little bit of soul. Maybe because it's not handmade by American workers. And it just doesn't have that Case magic. Though I am a huge fan of all of Andy Armstrong's brilliant designs. I really like it. He puts a twist on the typical traditionals that we see every day from other manufacturers, and he just does something unique and different that you don't see from other manufacturers. So thank you very much, Andy. I applaud you. Have a fantastic day. Be kind, stay sharp, and take chances.